sandwich-based economy.
I am in need of international rescue.
Oh. Wishes for your salads.
Edible.
Fine.
I broke another bowl.
Empty bowls are now a currency.
Yeah. This sounds like an adventure, and I could do with an adventure.
To be honest, this sounds like another $1 million movie idea right here.
He is actually saving souls, is what you're saying.
Either way, that's the thing. You could make the movie, and you don't have to reveal that.
Indeed. He's
That
just
would
the man
make
who...
for an interesting movie.
He's the man who thought he was saving souls. Now...
It's like Pan's Labyrinth. Did she go and become the like princess of a fairyland, or did she just get shot in the face?
So if you are a religious...
Yeah.
If you are a religious person, then what he says and his beliefs are no more ridiculous or strange or out there than any other religious belief. Or the fact that he sees himself as being a religious prophet is no weirder than anyone else seeing themselves as a religious prophet.
Is he stained glass window material?
Oh God, no.
Saint Bob.
But there's a lot of people out there with similar mental health difficulties, the same kinds of issues, and yeah, knowing how difficult it is to keep him focused on sort of the daily administration of life, then how anybody else could cope, especially because he's an incredible burden on the family. He's got no idea that he is. And, you know, he doesn't do it for any... There's no maliciousness or... Oops. Or, it's not a laziness. He's not refusing to be sane or anything like that. It's just he's got a problem. And the family is big enough and tight enough to be able to look after him.
Oh, that's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah. Oh. But I can understand how so many people just like him would end up homeless on the streets.
Mia, do you want to help dig my hole?
I'm on my way back again. Just picking up some apples for the road.
It's really boring starting a new hole because it's like, I don't know, 9 layers of gravel.
Oh yeah, right, that part.
Do you want gravel? I got gravel.
I don't really need gravel, but again, I'll be right with you, just picking some apples.
Has Almond invented dynamite yet?
No. He's really lax when it comes to that.
Mm. I'm carrying around a rope and I have no idea why. I should put it in a chest in the barnyard.
Why are you carrying around a wig?
A wig? No, a rope.
Oh, rope.
How did you get a wig from rope?
I don't know,
No,
but that sounds like the rope I lost.
No, I've been carrying around this rope all day.
He's just trying to get free rope.
I'd like to have that free rope, please.
Did you check out the barn steps, Mia? The little jump overs for your horse?
How am I supposed to get out here now?
There's gates all round.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you need to be able to jump your horse over. There you go. See, I gave you fence gates. Is the horse too fat? Usually, if you open 2, the horse will fit through. There you go. What about if I was to put a block that was more than one away so that you could... So that the animals couldn't jump over it, but you could?
No. I don't need that. I'll be fine.
You sure?
Yeah. Now excuse me, I have to dig a hole.
Very good.
But first you have to fill the other hole, because the other hole's done.
What? No, we can't fill that. Almond might want to use it for marble.
I am probably going to put a lid on it though, because this is an outstanding area of beauty.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Mia's right though. Almond will be quite eager to mine out the marble. I imagine.
It's a fair bit down there.
That was refreshing. Now, where do you need me to start?
That you sound like me after a gin and tonic.
What? No, there was a bit of water.
That was refreshing.
A bit of water can be refreshing too, you...
You were going to call me a bum, weren't you?
Do you have some... Okay, you don't need ladders anymore.
Did you fall in my hole?
I tried to shift, but instead I control ran.
Oh God, he's got a wrought iron shovel. Look at him go.
Well, that's the shovel I got today.
Oh, there you go.
The
You're
one
breaking
Spidey
it in.
Gave you?
Ugh! Why is there suddenly a hole?
I dug to see where the stone was. It's down.
Why is there so much gravel here? Jesus!
Yes?
Not you, Jesus. Jesus Cowslappy Christ.
Do you ever think the young Jesus Christ partook of cow tipping?
I don't think there were many cows around that he could tip.
Goat tipping. I mean, they got a lot of
Goat
cliffs
tipping,
down
yeah,
there.
quite possibly.
Although, it's a goat, they might be alright.
Well, that would make it less worse, wouldn't it? So, therefore, most
Make it more of a
likely-
challenge. It's actually a
Goat
sport.
jump kicks. Is it a square hole?
It's pretty darn square. Oh! I think I saw copper. I saw copper, but gravel fell on it. Not that we need copper, but it's copper here.
Yeah. It's always nice to know, isn't it?
So, the new hole is spoiled with copper.
It's kind of ruined, yeah. Start again.
Yes. Just shut it all out and then find a new hole. I don't know what I just said.
I don't know, some kind of gibberish or other.
What?
Some kind of gibberish or other.
A sign that we have a gin and tonic in the fridge.
Mia does do a good job of taking care of me.
I do a good job of stocking. The only problem is I've not been informed about the proper biscuit etiquette. And I'm not aware which types of biscuit I was supposed to stock. Sal. And Stimpy
Every
has...
man must have on his person at any time 3 biscuits. 1 for himself and 2 for his guests.
We have chocolate biscuits, but I wasn't sure if those count.
You have to check the errata.
The what now? Why would I check the biscuit urethra? That's quite concerning. I don't want to do this.
You're some kind of crazy.
Well, I have to be.
Oh. Fell off.
Please take a right now. Thank you.
It's not fair. Mina's beating me.
Oh, hit him
I
more.
didn't know this was a race. Ow!
I shoveled him.
You took your right too soon. Oh, jeez. You're taking shortcuts. That's illegal. Oh,
It's all on you, man. At a shovel. You got this, though. You got this. I believe in you.
Thank you, thank you. Would you mind taking out those stones at the side?
Yep.
Well, if you do mind, you don't have
Actually.
to.
One more row.
Also, ladder out of here would be nice eventually.
It's done.
Oh, there he is. I had no
Got you
idea.
covered. Look at all this Cooper. You cannot
Bless you
chisel
again.
lots of Cooper.
Oh, do we not get normal stone out of this? How deep does this thing go?
It's going to be interesting, isn't it?
What? The copper?
I love copper. I don't even have a copper hat yet. So when you can't find copper and you're having all that trouble early on, just dig a giant goddamn pit.
Well, the animals seem to be very happy in the barn now.
Nice.
I'm not sure how that relates to our copper problem, but alright.
I'm just watching them. Thing is, the piglets have got separated from their mother, or the one that they're following round.
What are you doing?
Nothing, I'm just waiting for you.
You just placed some gravel down again.
I was following behind you, putting more down. I know, I'm a terrible person.
You'd be surprised to know that my inventory is full of gravel now. Would you like some?
Oh, mine too.
Would you like to have a ceramic jug that you seem to have dropped?
I don't know, it might have meat in it.
No, it's empty. I'm just gonna dump this into the gravel into the other hole. Just tossing it in there. I'm not gonna
Really?
fill it.
It's gravel, it's useful.
It's a lot of gravel. I don't need so much gravel. If I want more gravel, I'm gonna dig another hole.
I'm gonna have to go down there and pick all that up.
You're not actually going down there to pick this gravel up.
I will.
You can't.
Why not?
It's a lot of gravel. You can't hold that all. Especially if I give you
Yeah,
your
I can.
jug back. Oh no, I've made a horrible mistake. Yeah. 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 My torch went out. Oh, we've got a lot more chests. Why didn't you say so? I'll go get the gravel again. You
I
just
stored wood just in case.
You know that I have to fill holes with that now. See, told you couldn't hold it all. I warned you.
I want to drop a block of gravel at the top of the ladder. I want you to take out all the ladders.
Please don't.
Can I do that? Will that work? Will that work?
I die. Thank you. Oh, you just left the gravel there.
You know what? I've got to try it. Oh god, it works!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Did it work?
Ah, it did
yeah,
work.
it took out every ladder.
Every one of them, excuse me. Oh no.
No, that's a long way down, friend. It's alright, I've got more.
Did you take the fast way down there?
He dropped a single block as if that would break his fall, and then dropped 30 or 40 blocks.
I thought I could write it down. It's like they did it in the old legends. Just sitting on the rock and riding on it for miles.
This isn't Bubsy.
You're right. Well, good thing I cut a path, because walking here is really easy now and I can spend my time mowing the lawn. Well, you have to get all my ladders back, please. No, hold on. Gravel.
The ladder is in place.
Thank you.
I won't instigate ladder reclamation protocols. Ooh, I'm popular.
No, there's going to be one block I can't do. I guess I don't want it to be in the middle.
Would you like me to pick up your stuff, Mir?
I assumed you already had done
Oh, you're
so,
right here.
but I'm
No,
here
no,
now.
no. It's not been 5 minutes. You should be good.
Thank you for returning the ladder for me.
Poor Mir.
I've had worse. Oh, right, I have to return the gravel, just like I promised. It is home. It's a foggy morning.
Oh, it is.
Not that you'd notice from inside the hole.
No, looks lovely from down here. Everything is better when you're in a hole.
The hole sounds like it's part of a prison colony.
Enjoy your new life in the hole.
I want some harmonica music now.
Some harmonica music,
Yeah.
so that you sound like you're in prison.
No, just so I get more prison vibes out of this. What am I supposed to do with all this copper?
It's poor copper too.
Ugh, gross. Nobody needs that.
Kinda.
Excuse me, I'll turn on some prison music. You really don't sound good.
I'm fine. I'm wondering whether I have got a touch of hay fever or something now. I've never suffered hay fever before, but I do have a few of the symptoms.
I mean, a big test would be to go find like a wheat field, run through it, and then go like rub your face on a bunch of dandelions.
But just ask your local doctor to check it for you.
Well, it's not like... I mean, both of those... As much as running through a wheat field and rubbing my face in dandelions actually sounds like fun, both of them sound like a bit of effort for the fact that I've been a little bit sneezy and a little bit coughy of recent.
Mm-hmm. How else would you know what you're allergic to? I have that done when I was like 12.
It's one of those, but why does it matter?
So I can tell people. Scared by her own shadow being several kilometers away from her.
I just fell off. I fell down the hole in my roof, but I caught myself on the ledge. I must remember that hole's there.
That's what she said.
What's that gravel chunk in the middle here?
That's what she said.
How is that what she said?
Doesn't really matter.
It doesn't. In fact, I find the more outlandish the phrasing. Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
the more irrelevant.
It's like, today is a date that will live in infamy. That's what she said.
Alright. You take the middle things and I'll dig around the sides.
That sounds like a pretty good plan, man. Did you want the chisel if you want any of the smoothie
No,
blocks?
I don't want any smooth stone, to be honest, at the moment.
The nice chill smooth as opposed to the nice smooth.
Well, you know that I built everything out of cobblestone. At least you should now if you've ever visited any of my buildings.
I have been to the Mere Train Academy headquarters thing.
Cobblestone all the way.
The railway thing.
Thank you,
know,
thank you.
The building.
Oh. Whoopsie daisy, that was a bit far. I'm crying internally.
It sounded very much like laughing at somebody who had just thrown you off your ladder.
Safety has gone down here since Mia started working here.
Yeah, funny how that happens.
Once we break through this infernal copper, then the real goods will get coming.
fact, thinking about it, because you've just made me think, and I've just thought some deep thoughts in those last 20 seconds. And a whole bunch of things have just knitted together in my head. And I was thinking about, why is it that health and safety tends to go downhill a little when Mia's around? And I thought, it's because he has a tendency to cut corners. And that reminded me of how, like, my dad has always been particularly bad at DIY, which I'd always put down to him having bad eyesight, because he's extremely short-sighted. And then one day he built the most magnificent outdoor structure. By magnificent, I mean sturdy, with a roof on it and everything, you know, and it didn't fall down in the first, but it was like, it was good. It was actually just genuinely good, and he's done some good things since. And when I mentioned it to my mum, she said, I finally convinced him that when it's supposed to have 6 nails, 5 nails won't do.
Right.
So my mum was making claim to having improved my dad's DIY skills, and I have to say, the difference between his old DIY and even as a kid, when I was 8 years old, I knew that the wiring of all of the plugs was bad because I read about it in a book, because I was interested in, I was an avid reader as a child. And I read about how you were supposed to wire plugs, and I looked at the plugs. You know, this is back when plugs didn't come ready fitted. You had to wire, you buy a thing, and you have to wire your own plugs. And I looked at all the plugs around the house and thought, yeah, that's not right. And so I used to always sneak into my dad's little cupboard thingy, like my dad's version of Mia's closet, and
why do all the men in your life live in a closet?
It runs in the family. Men are just like pets to you. In the patriarchal society, the Salford clan.
But yeah, I used to go into my dad's closet and borrow his tools, and I went round and rewired all the plugs in the house.
Nice.
And I was only 8, and I knew that this was not something that my mother was going to approve of, so I kept it secret. I was rewiring plugs in secret.
Oh, I'm going to tell on you.
Oh, she found out. I was 11 when
You kept this up for 3 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, once you've rewired all the plugs, you don't get to do it that often. It's only when there's another new thing that my dad's wired up, and I think, yeah, I'll sort that out tonight when he's gone to bed. And then I'll creep out of bed and go and rewire the plug. Because that was the kind of thing I got up to when I was a kid. But then when I was 11, and I was given something electronic for Christmas. I can't remember what it was, and it needed a plug on it. So I thought nothing of it. I just went, like, everyone's unwrapping their presents and things. I grabbed the thing. I think it was a CB radio. Grabbed the thing, went upstairs, stuck a plug on it. Yeah, sort of like went in to my dad's cupboard, borrowed his tools, stuck a plug on it. Bob's your uncle, plugs it in. And then my mum was like, oh my god, who's put a plug on that thing? And I was like, yeah, I'll put the plug on. And then realised that I'd forgotten, you know, it'd been 3 years of wiring plugs, and I'd been keeping it secret, and I'd pretty much forgotten that it was supposed to be a secret that I was wiring plugs. And yeah, I blew my own cover because I'd just become so complacent about my secret plug wiring.
Well, no, at least it's not cocaine.
Yeah. I mean, this is it. I'd moved on to other things by then, like, you know, secret re-drilling of shelves and things.
How could you secretly re-drill a shelf? What's that? Oh, it's just the neighbours. No, they're really loud, aren't they?
Well, my granddad lived next door to us, and he had a hand drill.
Ah, you see the mighty hand drill.
The mighty hand drill, very quiet.
Very well, unless you get a nice squeaky one.
So, you know, when the shelves went up crooked, just a case of, I'll sort that out while no one's looking.
Have you lost your mind yet, Mir?
I'm lost in the jail song I'm humming in my head.
Yeah, about an hour ago.
What?
I was here just about an hour ago. I was here in one of these holes, and I was silently digging, and I found my eyes closed, right? And when I managed to open them again, I dug like 6 blocks, just like dash straight through the ground. Because I just like closed my eyes and like for a second lost consciousness, but still left click.
You see, the funny thing is, I've been doing that while I was working as a delivery driver, which isn't a good thing.
No, because you die like that. That's how you die.
The nice thing is, while I was delivering humans, I had a very nice alarm system there.
When everyone went, ah!
Yeah. They took a vote of no confidence in me.
You didn't tell me about that
passenger.
No, they couldn't do that. None of them had a driver's license.
Me is one of those guys you see on those like criminal TV shows where they pull him over and he's not drunk, but he was driving erratic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an awful driver.
We used to have words about that, didn't we, Mir?
What else, man? I don't drive.
That's relaxing. I've tried driving here in the UK, in Manchester, or generally on your motorways, and it's stressful.
It's all on the wrong side of the road, isn't it, Mir?
That too. That just adds to the entire stress situation. But I tell you, while I've been driving around in Frankfurt, a German city, I don't know why I needed
I know, it's kind of a little bit condescending. Yeah. I feel like I should hit you again.
It was also not really my preferred cup of tea, because I can't deal with those guys. They're all just kamikaze drivers like me.
You're not really a kamikaze driver, though, Mir.
You've not seen me when I'm not driving, for show, while people are there looking at me.
So the only criticism, I've only ever had one criticism of Mir's driving, and that is exactly the same as in Space Engineers. Everything is just too close. Too close to the car in front.
Very well calculated. It saves space and it's quicker.
And
also,
it doesn't give you enough reaction time should something happen to the car in front. You assume that nothing is going to happen.
It's their fault. Point in case being, I was very proud of my digital lane change. It was like 90 degrees, just in the other one, popped over. Digital.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Very proud of that.
See, the fun thing to do in Space Engineers, right, is when you just intuitively know the ship you're flying and the lessened strength of thrusters on the sides or whatever, and you just do that lovely drift, that high-speed drift around someone. You know you're not going to hit them, but they just crap their boots. You're drifting a spiral up their giant mega ship, and you're like, yeah, boy!
Well, I've lost count of the number of times I've said to Mir, don't park so close, desync, or sim problems, something's going to end up inside something else here. And Mir's gone, no it won't, it's fine, I've perfectly calculated this, and then before you know it, someone in Australia logs on, and everything's inside everything else. Mir's going, but it shouldn't have done that. I was like, yes, I know it shouldn't have. And it shouldn't have, and it wouldn't have if you'd have just listened to me and parked it further away. Because there are problems with desync.
But I can blame the game in those.
Yes, you can, but you could also anticipate that those bad things are going to happen and allow for them.
If I anticipate and work around that, it's hampering my enjoyment of the game.
One day I hope Space Engineers will be fun for me again.
Yeah.
I probably haven't played it in a year now or something.
Oh, I wish I could say that.
Yeah, we can't force him to do it, so... Because Mia did... he used to play in secret on the Whitelist server. And we found out about this and decided that he should come out as a Space Engineers player and come and join us in the public eye. And it took a bit of coaxing.
It just started out...
Took a bit of coke.
It started out as a small, tiny medbay somewhere in the distance. No, not a medbay, a cryo chamber. So I can log on and test if things are working. But then that thing kind of grew.
Does it, doesn't it?
And eventually I built a ferry and so forth. Because I wanted to ferry myself around, and then I automated the ferry, and then the ferry kind of
crashed into my ship.
Yeah.
Nice. While Boris was looking.
And it just activated the alarm beacon. I can't move anymore. And it's just flashing on and off. And
that was going
Boris
alert,
was just
alert,
a few
alert.
100 meters next to that thing and didn't notice.
Oh, it was hilarious. And I had Skype messages from Mia going, Sal!
Yeah, take a sandwich break.
Oh, no, I have apples.
Sure.
What was really funny about it though was Boris... I mean, Mia was terrified of Boris finding out that he was playing on the server, you know, illegally. Whereas Boris was perfectly fine. And I spoke to Boris about it. I was like, you know, I'm playing with Mia on the server. Should I really be encouraging him? Because he seems to think he's not allowed. And Boris was like, why on earth would he think that? It's like, it would be a bit rude of us to ask him to, like, join the whitelist and maintain the server and then not invite him to play with us. Or even worse, tell him he can't. And I was like, well, that's what I thought, but I thought I'd best check with you. And then we had an amusing conversation where Boris said he actually thought it was quite funny that Mia was playing in secret and hiding his space engineering from the rest of the group. And he suggested that we continue to pretend that Boris didn't know that Mia was on the server, because he kind of liked it. But then we put Anubis's head on the server and that blew Mia's cover. Oh, and Nordic found your base, didn't he?
He did.
Pasted a picture of it in Skype or something. Look what I found! And it was a purple base. Over. Yeah. Well, that was Mia's approach. Oh, it's all over. I'll never play on the server again. I've been caught. I was never supposed to be there. But yeah, while he was playing clandestinely on the server that day when you accidentally managed to send a ship halfway across the universe and crash it into mine while mine was parked outside of Boris's base, and the ferry went flying off with a beacon on it that was going alert, alert, alert in chat.
Nice.
But Boris was recording, so he didn't have his GUI on. So he never saw any of this, and he was completely oblivious to the accident outside the base. And the fact that my ship had been cut in half by this ferry. In fact, was that what you were apologising for when Mia... might have been. Is that why I made you record Portal with me? Because you needed to... You needed to find a way to apologise for destroying my ship. Well, it wasn't destroying. It was,
Don't remember.
There was a dent in the side.
writing it off.
It just took a few blocks to stick it back together again. It was well worth it for the amusement value.
Oh dear.
You don't mind me telling these stories, do you, Mia? They're all old news.
I got these chains on me.
Chains?
Working in the stone pit. Do, 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 do.
No, that's too happy. My version is a bit more depressing.
Well, of course.
I'd sing that, but I usually try not to because viewers
He's a bit too busy doing 15 to 20.
A, that, and B, viewers probably wouldn't like that. I don't enjoy it when the people I'm watching on YouTube suddenly burst into song.
True. And yet you can hold a tune, Mia. You hold a tune fine. But the thing about singing is that it uses a lot of muscles in your throat, and just like any other muscles, you should warm them up before you use them for anything delicate.
Rude.